Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So Audacity Capital have just launched a new challenge program. So if you don't know who Audacity Capital are, they are a prop firm. They've been established for 10 years now. They launched in 2012, and up until now they've done very much a scalable program where you start off at a very low amount and you scale up to a significant amount, up to 500,000 US dollars. But obviously a lot of people are moving away from that model and going into the two-phase challenge model. And obviously to keep up with the times and offer more flexibility to traders wanting to work with a very reputable company, they've now launched their two-phase verification program called AUDACITY. So the guys at Audacity have obviously tailored this program with traders in mind. Now on the outset it may not look like it's comparable to a lot of the other prop firms out there doing similar things, and you might not get the same benefits, but obviously they're working on the assumption that if you partner with them, join with them, you're going to be in a long-term relationship and you'll both work together and actually make more money down the line. Now, if we take a quick look at phase one of the challenge, we can see that very similar to a lot of other prop firms, we have 30 days to complete the actual challenge. We must do a minimum of 7 trading days. Now, it's fairly straightforward. Now, with the 7 trading days, we know that if you are able to hit this in 1 or 2 days, you can go and just trade the next ones at very small lots just to tick off that time. Now what's interesting here is the maximum daily drawdown is at 7.5% and the absolute drawdown is 15%. So we can clearly see in the phase one the actual drawdown levels are significantly higher than what other prop firms are out there. Most of them are at a 5 or 10%. I think the best is probably at 6 and 12. So they're obviously giving much more flexibility and the ability to pass the phase one of the challenge. If you're in a significant drawdown, you can obviously trade your way out of that one and get back into a profitable status. And obviously you've got to try and make 10% in the first part of the challenge. That's obviously on a par with the higher end. Obviously a lot of them coming out now 7 or 8%. But again, 10% is still achievable if you're actually a very good, disciplined, focused and dedicated trader. Now phase 2 is where it gets really interesting. Like most other prop firms, they allow you 60 days to complete the challenge. But where this is a slight change on other ones, obviously trying to focus people down and hone their trading skills, and by doing that they've actually reduced the daily drawdown from 7.5% to 5%. The maximum drawdown has gone from 15% to 10%, and the profit target is also at 10%. Now we see that in most of the challenges this obviously reduces down to 5%. Audacity keeping this higher at 10%, again to focus on getting the best traders onto their live trading platform. Obviously when you are fully verified and funded with them, the profit split again is 75-25. Comparing that to all the other prop firms out there, it is at the lower end, most of them now coming at 80-20. But we'll see how things develop over time. That might change, it may not change. But when you consider that to their other trading platform, the normal program where you're scaling up, that's at a 50% profit split. So again, that's significantly better on the Ability program. And now we come to the magical price. How much is it going to cost? So if we look at a $120,000 challenge, I think is where most people would be comparing that to other prop firms, this comes in at £629. Whereas a lot of other prop firms convert that to dollars. If you were converting at the current exchange rate, that would be approximately 780 US dollars. Now that seems a lot more expensive, but it's $120,000 as opposed to $100,000 where most people are comparable. You scale that back, and it is more expensive than most, but again, you're working with a very reputable, very long established prop firm who will actually be able to pay out on time, have no issues at all. And also when you are on the live account, you do actually have access to much better spreads and commissions and swaps, etc. So you're actually working on their proper liquidity provider platform. And also, like with most other prop firms, if you are successful going through and getting funded and get your first payout, you will actually get your challenge fee refunded as well. So it's always a nice bonus at the end of the first payout. So we come to the FAQs, which most people want to know about. There's a whole list on their website, and I do ask you to go and have a look at it rather than trying to guess what they're like to be. But the big ones that everyone would like to know about is, can you trade through news? Yes, you can. Can you hold over the weekend? Yes, you can. And are you allowed EAs? Yes, you can. It's not very specific around copy trading, etc. But I would assume that most people out there are not using copy traders from other people and might just use from other platforms. But again, if you have any questions, you could always message them directly and say, this is what I do in my trading style, and they'll probably verify or confirm or deny whether that actually works with them. So some of the other FAQs that jump out there is what platforms they run on. It's MetaTrader 4. Some people might see that as a good thing or a bad thing. It depends what you're used to. Some people prefer MetaTrader 5, some people prefer MetaTrader 4. And also what is a leverage? This is also a 1 to 100 leverage. So again, much better than their normal programs and comparable to most other prop firms out there right now. So as we can see, it's quite a big shift from Audacity Capital to move away from their scaling model and into the challenge verification model. And I think it's a good step. It allows people to really open up and see what services they can provide. And you can actually run both at the same time. So there's no limit to what you can actually achieve with them. Now, there isn't actually much in the way of a scaling plan at the moment, or if you're successful over a period of months, you might get a better percentage. That might change in the future. We don't know. All we can go is what's been announced as of today. But again, I would implore you to go and check out the website, have a read through. So if you have any questions, make sure you leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer it. If not, just go across their website. I'm sure most things are in the FAQs. And if not, give them a quick message. I'm sure they'll be able to help you out the best they can. So as always, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll catch you all again in the next video. Cheers.